So the number one thing I had written on my intentions list for the year under self was solo trip must do.
Oh, please.
I have not done.
But Joe, I don't think you
Solo
want
trip.
to do a solo trip.
I think I'm scared of doing a solo trip.
Why?
Because it's just kind of like, I feel like I'll be there and I'll be like, I could have been here with my man.
Yeah, and you won't feel that way.
Really?
Yes.
So why do I want to do it? Hi guys, Murugi Munyi here.
It's Lydia KM.
And we're back again with another episode of
The Messy in Between.
It's definitely TMI.
Hi guys, how are you doing?
Me, I'm doing good. Is it me you're asking?
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a deep breath. It wasn't you.
Oh, I had lipstick on my teeth.
Yeah.
That's as good a way as any to start an episode.
Red.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Hi guys, how are you? Are we continuing the episode?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought when you said you had to take a breath, I was like, oh,
No,
what are you
literally, I
going
meant
through?
like breathing in and out.
Oh, literally. Okay, fine, guys. Yeah, we have had a really, really long day. But you know what? What is super important to us is showing up here for you guys. For you guys.
Only for you
Yeah.
to not subscribe because you don't want people to know that you watch TMI. Listen.
Once when I meet a king between us, sometimes I meet king between us, and
I
someone
meet
is like,
plenty
yeah,
of them.
but sometimes you meet a guy and he's like, he acts like it's just his wife. He's like, oh, you know, my wife, she really watches you guys and what, but he knows so much about our episodes,
and
I'm
he
like,
spotted you. He spotted you.
yeah,
Like,
I'm like, you know,
from
exactly.
TMI.
So I'm like, if you're a fan, sir, just say, like, you don't have to. It's not like a bad thing. You can just enjoy TMI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men, I don't know why you're not confidently out here enjoying TMI.
Tell us.
Guys, it makes sense that you do because number one, we are talking about women issues, what women are going through.
And
so
you
it
love
gives you a
women.
different POV.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you
So
love women.
please watch TMI confidently because you're going to encourage all of us to be having conversations so we can know each other's POV.
Yeah.
And we bring men here as well for you guys.
Yeah. Sometimes, like, you know, we've had Shiv here.
Yeah, we've had
Maurice Madeka.
Rix
Rix
the
Poet.
poet.
Yes.
Mhm.
Is it Rix Poet or Rix the Poet?
Rix the poet.
Not Rix Poet.
I think it's Rix poet.
That's your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Ding, 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 wrong.
It's wrong.
Yeah, but anyway, even a lot of the conversations I feel like sometimes can be like used across different genders.
Yeah.
It's just that our POV obviously is like we are
It's
women.
because we are women.
So yeah, but definitely it's stuff that you can use as well. This is our last episode of the year.
It is.
Yeah.
What
What's the
a
date today?
bloody-
What's the date when we are watching this?
It's
The 10th or something. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. What date, Nancy? Is this episode?
11th.
Yeah, this is our last episode. How do you feel about that?
This has been a year and a bloody half.
Fucking hell, mate.
Listen, our sister is ready to have a break. But what day actually is it now?
Today it's actually the 31st
31st
of October. Yeah.
Because we wanted to shoot enough so that we can have a break. And also now we are having this episode be the last one so that our team can also have a break.
Exactly.
When will we be back? TBD.
But definitely not in January because you see,
Definitely not in
let's
January.
just tell you so that you guys don't be like, oh, when are we getting an episode? We want to rest throughout December after this and January.
all
but
of it.
come February, even last year, I think that's what we did as well.
Yes,
Oh, this
but
year,
come
sorry.
February will be contemplating.
No, we will have episodes up in February for sure. Our
At
year is
least
not
8
starting in March.
episodes. At least 8 episodes.
Why are you saying these things?
Right now, how I feel.
No,
I feel
don't
like I
listen
need
to
3
Lydia. We
months.
promise you beginning of February we are going to be back. Not like maybe the first one, but definitely beginning of February because I know our first shoot is scheduled
We'll be
end
back
of Jan.
in February.
Yes, exactly. And we will have episodes in February. This is a relationship we have with people. We can't just be like, oh, I've traveled, but you know what? I'll let you know when I'll be back. How would you feel if your man did that?
We have been here consistently every single day. We are allowed a break.
Yeah, but you
Don't
need to
gaslight
say-
my rights.
No, you need to just
Ooh!
say,
Don't-
give
See,
the
I've said
information.
February.
Or you want to be like other podcasters
I said February.
who say, you know,
Ooh,
our
other podcasters
season.
like who?
I'm going to come out and say it. Your podcast. Your podcast.
Yeah, we'll be back
Yeah.
in February.
We'll be
for
back in
sure.
February, guys.
We
Yeah.
will.
But honestly, it's like we after we took the break last time, we realized how important it was actually for just from a mental health perspective for us to
for
just have
nothing
a break.
at all. Yeah. And I think what makes the break feel like really needed is because we are both so busy in Q4. So it just feels like this really high intense energy coming from all walks of life at us at the same time. And then now, because we have to bulk shoot, we need to shoot more. So now it just feels like a very, very intense end of the year. So literally January, nobody wants to talk. I don't want to see anybody speaking to me in that group.
I know. But I can speak to you directly.
You can speak to me directly.
Jeez,
but that
cut me off.
let the groups die for a while.
Actually, I feel like this time we've really planned ourselves well, because
So
if we're doing
well.
our second last shoot on 31st October,
This
girl,
is wonderful.
yeah, it's fantastic. And we have the event, which as by the time you're watching this, it was over the weekend. And thank you to everyone
you so much who came.
who made it a success. It was so good. One of the best yet.
Wow, definitely. Like, we have to do more socials.
We need to.
We must.
And the dress you had on, Lydia, I was in love with you.
Oh my God! So now I'm complete.
The dress or jumpsuit or play suit was really great. It was phenomenal. And your hair.
10.
Oh, no,
I know that
what
was
if
a
you've
10.
shaved before then? Maybe your
There's no way I have.
Okay,
so
fine.
for sure my hair was.
And
clean.
your
Thank
jewelry
was
phenomenal.
Thank you so much, guys.
Anyway,
Although
thank you guys,
you know we're pre-recording this, but we just want to thank you so much for coming, because we trust that you're going to come. As Joe said, this is a relationship we have. So there's so many ways that we know that you guys are going to show up for us the same way we show up for you. So thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we're definitely going to do more socials. So stay tuned. Again, follow us on social media, Lydia KM, Murugi Muni, TMI Podcast KE. That's where we usually do a lot of our updates. So make sure you're following us and you're subscribed, because you are true in betweener.
Exactly. Thank you, guys. And thank you so much for your support throughout the whole year with our TMI Live, our first TMI Social, this other TMI Social. Guys, your support has been phenomenal this year. I know we hit some big numbers, milestones, even though we don't really focus on our numbers as much.
Not so much.
Anymore.
Which one did we hit? 150K subscribers?
No. Are we at 150K?
See, we're 150K.
We are not. I think it's
We're
like
not?
120 or 130
so
or something.
what are we
like
celebrating with subscribers? 130.
Was it? No.
What did we celebrate for YouTube?
Getting our, I think it was
editor.
getting our nini, getting our button. Was it? This year was not the 100K.
What did we just celebrate the other day? And we were saying no.
Yeah,
Vanessa posted it and
important.
said it was something important. It can't have been 130.
Nancy, I feel like you don't know our podcast. Do you like us? Do you love us? There was something we posted, and I remember
was,
that.
yeah.
Was it just the silver button, or there was something?
It was
else?
130. No. Was it 130K subscribers?
I think it was 130K.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. Anyway, it's so good that you guys are all plugged into your podcast. It's really lovely.
Anyway, 130K subscribers. That's a big milestone. I remember, like, initially when I think when we got to 130, we were just like, oh my God, it was like so huge. Our silver button meant so much to us. And even though as we are growing, of course, it's wonderful to have these numbers, but we are so focused on like having a very impactful brand, having like a tangible relationship with you guys, and obviously like growing as creators. So those are our 3 things that we really focus on. And I feel like we have made leaps and bounds.
Yeah, especially financially with TMI. This year has been really, really
we
great
said our
for
goal
us.
was to be profitable.
To be profitable, yeah.
I think
and
we look at the year. We are profitable.
We definitely have. I feel like we've worked with more brands this year, and like also small businesses, but also big brands as well. And like some big brands have been consistent. Like twice we've done the shows and whatnot. We've worked with some really big Educated has
always
keeping the light. These lights.
These ones. These ones. Yeah. These ones.
Curtains.
These ones.
This couch would not. This iPhone. Exactly.
Educated.
No, we love them, and we love not necessarily only just that we're getting money from them, but they have been so aligned. Like every partner we've had has just made so much sense. Yeah,
so much sense to us.
It's been really, really good.
It's been a fantastic year for TMI. To be honest,
yeah,
hands down.
Exactly. There's an award we won for Tuko. What was it? Is that your phone I've just had?
Tell her you're working, surely.
She's going to understand, There's a Tuko award that we won, exactly. Insert here,
Tuko award. Thank you so much for that.
Guys, exactly.
This year we were nominated at the Pulse Awards, but I feel like we just feel like we're doing great.
Yeah, like we just know,
We just know.
And in terms of our team, we've been pretty consistent this year.
Yeah.
I would say definitely.
It's wonderful.
Right? Yeah, the team has been amazing. And we haven't had any like significant like a negative thing. Do you know what I mean? And for me, that in itself is something to be grateful for.
Because the first 2 years was just madness. Wild West, we tell
It
you.
was giving like anal without lube.
Oh my God, yeah, for
That's
sure.
what it was, yeah. Wild
And
West.
blurred consent, even blurred consent. Like, what was that about? Too much.
Yeah, a lot was happening.
So when we found like a consistent team, our production team, like that, we just trust them. Funny enough, I was just telling Beryl or Mrs. Shalom, who is our head of production, and I was telling her how the detail that she has on what she does. Like, she wants everything to be specifically correct, and when everyone in your team is like that specific about the role that they do, then you only worry about yours. Showing up here and making sure that we're creating amazing content. So it's so comforting, and it helps you take a breath.
Yeah, exactly. It really does. So this episode is meant to be kind of like an end of year review, end of year report, if you will, because at the beginning of the year we had shot our intentions for the year. We had shared our words for the year. Although I think at that time you didn't have a word for the year, if I'm not wrong, and I don't even think you came up with one really. So we just wanted to like look back on our goals. What have we done this year? How's the year been for us as individuals, as TMI, which we've already shared with you guys, and just like, just like breather. And then we go into 2025.
That's crazy,
girl.
That's crazy. Why does from 4 to 5 feel so crazy?
Huge. 5.
I guess it's like, even from like 34 to 35.
Someone's turning 35 next year. I don't know.
I don't know who it is.
My last year as a youth.
35 and under.
Yeah, so that's 35 will be my last year as a youth.
God. So when you say the youth of Kenya, that's not you anymore.
Yeah, and then 1 year and you're gonna join me. So
a whole year. Oh, that's too
1 year
far.
is very short.
Far.
Literally, I remember shooting that episode. Like, this year actually to me has gone by really quickly.
Insanely
it's
quickly.
Insane.
Me, the second half.
Oh, right.
The first half was painfully slow.
Yeah. First off, and then I feel like after Maandamano,
that was it.
I think it was because we lost a month. Then
from
now,
July, that's it. It was December.
It's been also because of your trips and stuff. It's just been like, oh, I only have 3 weeks gone to this place. I only have 3 weeks then gone to Paris. Another 3 weeks now I'm going to Malindi. It's just like, whoa, a lot has been happening. Yeah.
Traveling is going to be the thing, guys. So if you're not following me, follow me so that we can travel together.
So my word of the year I had said was going to be today.
Yeah, and I loved that. I loved the message behind it. Love it.
I really, really feel like I tried my best. I even had a screensaver, which is actually still one of my screensavers. You see how you have different screensavers? Yeah. It's one of the screensavers that I have, which was written, make today good. And so I've been putting it every so often. It constantly has been reminding me about like today, the power of today. And I really feel like I've tried my best to embody that. I think I might take that word into next year as well.
You are far more present than you ever have been.
I believe
ever in life.
My therapist said the same thing.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, Joe, when you're here, you're here. And I know that's like normal, right? But no,
not for
when
me.
Joe is here, she is. Tana is already being picked up. She's here. She's here. You think she's here with you, but Tana is being picked up.
School,
What's for dinner? What does Ethan need for school? It's like that. So now we just feel like way more relaxed. I can see the intentionality behind it, and it's working.
Thank you so much. I really feel like this year I've been able to tap into my support system, be able to set healthy boundaries, be able to like focus on, okay, what can be done today realistically. Like the day only has so many hours, you know, kind of thing, and trying not to burn myself out. And I feel like I've enjoyed being that person.
You have. And I feel like you're still in your bag either way. You still have healthy relationships either way. So like that rush.
Yeah,
it's like you think it's so important to how you function, but really, honestly, it just makes things more intense than they need to be.
And this year, I really can think of so many times that I've just been like, actually, I don't need to do anything today. I'm resting today. I don't need to leave my house today.
Times.
Yeah, there are times, and it's just like I've done it guilt-free, because other years I have done it, but it's like kind of like but you know what work is waiting for you.
And then you go on Lydia's. There she is. That's it. That's what kills us.
2 interviews. I've just done an interview on mental health wellness with 10 top brands in East Africa.
Now you can't rest. You do. You're the same for me as well. But I think we've also released each other that way.
Oh yeah,
because
girl.
if you had a day off yesterday, today I can have a day off no matter what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, that kind of, we inspire each other, we push each other was getting too much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And if it's been a whole week and it's like every day it's like, oh, I'm just watching Love Is Blind, I'll be like, so Lydia,
honey,
do you want to try something?
Yeah,
exactly,
but once in a while it's like, oh my God, can it be?
Definitely.
Yeah, you've definitely done that. I didn't have a word of the year, and this year still doesn't. I can't tell you a word that represents it, but I feel like it feels like I've been so free. in that it's like I've allowed the year to define itself.
All
Obviously
right.
taking
Oof.
ownership of my part, but I've just I've flowed with life so much more this year than I usually am, like kind of more resisting life. And like if this is the season I just feel like it's too much, no, I want to do it this way. No, it's been like right now it's like I'm in this really joyous fun phase. I'm riding with it. I'm not trying to think about like, oh my god, what about this, what, no, ride it, because I know I'm not gonna be in this high energy forever. So we go with it. I've flowed. Maybe the word of
Flow.
the flow. 2020
Love that.
flow.
And here we've got. Bitch, why didn't you think of that
I did,
episode?
but that's not. I wasn't feeling the flow then.
Now you have truly flowed, yeah.
I've
No,
definitely
that
been
energy has
flowing.
definitely emanated from you. Even in your content, I feel like it's just like things just don't feel as intense.
No,
Do you know? It's just not overthinking. It's just like not as intense. Even the way she is with like dating and stuff like that, I feel like you've been just like kind of like, yeah, this happened. Oh yeah, no, it's ended. Yeah. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, you've been like that, and I like that for us.
This is actually Joe's essence.
Yeah, exactly.
I've taken a leaf of your book.
Yeah, that's it.
You flow and you go like, and actually when you flow, you find yourself in more places where you belong than when you're trying to control.
Exactly.
Because like as you're evolving, you can't always tell where you need to be. So if you flow, you just find yourself there. So I guess my word is flow.
Exactly.
2020 flow has been
flowing.
It's
been so nice.
Yeah.
This year it's been like, for me personally, it's not one of those years that I'm going to look back and be like, wow, 2024. I don't think so. I feel like it's just kind of like 2024. This year I've experienced death thrice. My brother-in-law died in, I think it was February, if I'm not wrong. Was it February or March? No, yeah, February, because remember it was just before my birthday. And then my grandfather died, my mom's dad, and that was really difficult, and especially because of how hard my mom took it. That was really, really difficult. And then I lost a cousin towards the end of the year in October, and that was just like I don't know, it just feels like there's been a lot of death this year. Even in terms of like people like around me, just like people I'm hearing like somebody else has lost like a cousin or whatever. And for me, it's kind of felt like, are the deaths coming closer? One, that's one of the things that has been on my mind a lot. It has felt that way. But also, from a more positive point of view, it has really made me be like, listen, we literally all could die today. And like just being mentally present, hence even more the today, focus on today, because it's just kind of like, are you living in a way that you are happy with? Like if you're dead today, would you be like, oh, I'm so glad I spent it at a TMI shoot day, you know, I'm so glad that I told my husband I love him, kind of thing. It's really made me be very, very present, like mentally. Wish that it didn't have to happen like with death. You know, also
but
your
death does that. Death
exactly
sobers you up from that perspective. That's the most painful loss I've had in my adult life, for sure. And you have no idea what grief would do to you until you're going through it, right? First of all, he went with my skin. Like since my Guka died, that whole repatriation season where it was like a month waiting for him, literally my skin has never been the same since then.
Literally,
nothing
she means her literal skin.
Literal skin.
She's not saying as
literal
her face.
Skin has not been the same since then. I was getting, I was feeling a lot of nothing, like just apathy. I would wake up a day and I feel nothing. I don't feel bad. I don't feel good. I just feel nothing. And it was like there were so many, like a lot of moments that my therapist walked me through, like fears of other people dying. By the way, that happens when you lose someone so close. Like you just have all these fears. And I started thinking about all the things in my life that he's going to miss. I'm going to have to tell my kids who he was instead of them experiencing him. Oh my God, grief has been a trip. And actually then that's when I know, wow, so this is like the first time in my adult life I've experienced grief of this kind. So death came knocking in the beginning, like at the beginning of the year. Oh, I started the year with a broken leg.
Was that this year?
That was this goddamn year.
Oh my God.
I started the year with a broken leg. Then as soon as I healed, I was like, oh my God, let's get back to it. My Gukada is in March. I was like, this is my Jesus year. This is my Jesus year that I had so much hype on. Then from March to July.
Yeah, and then I think that waiting season, because like Guka had passed away in the UK, and so it was like a month. What was it? A whole month.
A whole month.
That month, it literally felt like life was on pause, kind of. So of course, even we weren't shooting like and stuff. It was just kind of like, oh wait, we
shot
did
once.
shot.
Yeah,
we
did
shot
shot
once. Yeah. But like now there was that pause, and then also June there was like the pause of Mandamano. That's why I feel like the beginning of the year was literally just like
March to July.
Yeah, and that's why to me this year has this kind of felt like
1 minute.
I don't know. Yeah.
1 minute.
And it's felt very strange to me. Like I feel like I've experienced such a range of so many emotions between like the annoyance that Ruto has been serving us on the daily, and then us going to the streets, the fear that was happening at that time, the being arrested and like everything that was happening online, even mentally.
No, it's been too much this year.
It's been a lot year, actually.
Too much this year.
Yeah, I'm not sad to see the year end.
Yeah.
I can
say
that.
So for me, it was like now how I'm saying is like then after now trying to come back into life post my guka and get my energy back, get everything else going. And then on top of that, we're in the Mandamano season. So it's like work was kind of all over the place. I was emotionally all over the place. Everything just felt all over the place. Yeah. But then July now when I was just like I just need a break now to prep for Q4. Everything good has started coming from July, August. Everything has just been so good since then. I don't know if it's the break that I needed just to step out of life and go away for a while, and then everything has been great. Then I came back in August, then we did TMI, so it's just been up for the rest of the year. And now that fun energy has come, and it might have been because grief was lifted.
Yeah, I guess so. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Me has just felt like, okay, now we've just like been in life.
We've just been in life.
And by the way, you know what? I'm okay with that actually. Because even just being in life, even just being alive already, it's just like, it's a good thing. Yeah. And I feel like I don't want my mind, or I don't want myself to feel like it's only when life is like, oh, what? Is that when it's like, no, sometimes when I actually think about like Zach and I have really had a peaceful year, that to me already is just like, that's really good. Yeah. And sometimes it's just that it's just peace. It's just calm. It's just like, no huge accidents with my kids or anything like that. It's just kind of been like quieter and calmer.
I feel like is that what is life great. Is.
Exactly.
Yeah. But because I guess I was coming from a really intense low, that's why this app feels like a really good balance. And traveling as well. Oh my God, that has been a thing that has brought so much joy in my life, and I'm gonna be doing way more of it. I went to Greece. I guess went to the UK. I went to Greece. I went to Italy. Then I went to Paris for a brand trip. I went to Malindi. There's another trip I was supposed to go. I guess I went to it as well. At the end of November. Yeah. I know. So what's it? So now this trip was for Let's Discover, but Jumbo Jet November is an active month. So they were saying at the end of November for Lamu or Zanzibar.
Where are you going with? Take me.
Yeah, I don't know what they're planning, but yeah, I'll take you.
Yeah, please.
For Jumbo Jet.
Yeah, take me. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Okay, yeah, that's it. God, yeah, you just all. Do you like Nairobi? Do you like
Nairobi has seen me enough. Nairobi has seen me enough. I won't travel. And by 11th, no, I wouldn't have traveled. Yeah. But I'm traveling again for Christmas.
Right, for Christmas.
Yeah.
So the number one thing I had written on my intentions list for the year under self was solo trip must do.
Oh, please.
I have not done.
But Joe, I don't think you want to do a solo trip. No,
I think I'm scared of doing a solo trip.
Why?
Because it's just kind of like, I feel like I'll be there and I'll be like, I could have been here with my man.
Yeah, and you will feel that way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So why do I want to do it?
Because you want the time alone, and I don't think you do.
Oh, right. No, I think I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. Imagine I do.
From what perspective? What benefits do you think you're going to get?
I don't know. You seemed happy when you did
your I did, but based on the things that I value. I like to have to hear myself. I want to really understand what's going on with me. I want to see myself in different environments, experiencing life alone. I want to see how I can make friends on my own.
Oh, you lost me there.
Yeah, you lost me there. A solo trip that I feel like will bring you that I know, care about.
But it just feels like the same way we were saying that we've never been to Dubai and the rest of Kenya has. It just feels like something that needs to be done. Nice. Yeah, but even solo trip looks nice.
I'm not convinced.
You know what I mean? I'm taking this into my resolutions for next year. It may not have happened, but I'm taking to the resolutions of next year. Let me see the other 3 things I've written under self. Read 30 books this year. As we are recording this, I've done 16.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and hopefully, maybe I can, because if I really lock in, I can be able to finish the rest by the end of the year. Pray for me, my sweetie.
I pray for you.
Thank
that's
you.
A bit ambitious. We are in November.
Yeah, so I have 2 months to read the books. That means even if because I can do even 2
books.
14 books.
14 books.
I can do it. I just need to be selective about what books they are, but I can do it.
Okay.
If I focus.
All
That's
right.
why
Hopefully
I don't
she
have time to
did.
just be watching things you and Nancy are watching.
I
Love
get
is
it.
Blind and what these things. For the worldly. That's
Yeah,
for the
it's
worldly.
for the worldly.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you're
a world.
elevated.
That's it. Just think
I see.
a bit up. I had written, learn how to do my makeup properly and start doing it. And you can see, wow, look at the material, guys. I did it. I did not.
Is that also something you care about enough? I think, do you know what? I think I want us to assess ourselves based off, does this really matter to me? Or am I putting it there for vibes? Is it an Instagrammable experience or is it an experience that's true to me?
I think it's Instagrammable. I don't think
There
it's true to me.
Then
I
let
think
it go.
the reality is that I feel like what I would want is just to ensure that I can get my makeup done by Sly as frequently as I want. That's really what
there you
I
go.
want.
That's the truth. I'm glad we got to the truth.
Great.
So remove
and the last
those.
one. Don't just be finished with me.
I'm
Like,
done. Remove.
Support me. Support me. Okay, the last one under self, I had written declutter my life. So clothes, shoes, products. I have done so much decluttering this year.
You're not as over consuming.
Thank you.
Oh,
I
my
no
God.
longer over consume. Actually, now it's just, the other day I was going for an event and I wore something from my closet. I was just like, yeah. You've even noticed, right? I don't buy things as much.
Gosh,
I definitely don't. Yeah.
Oh, it's like night and day difference, Joe.
Even
like,
saying no to PR, I say no to so much PR. I'm just like, no, I don't need that. I don't need that.
And you, especially with PR, it's like you find yourself like clogged with so much that's just like it's too much for one person.
Yeah.
I even decluttered my my cosmetics and stuff. People feel like they can't see a difference, but I do. I saw a huge difference. Yeah, having like 6, 7 lotions of the same. Come on.
But you're always like, but when this one finishes, I will need a lotion. But you know what? You only need one backup.
But that's what you said. As an adult, you cannot let things finish. You need to have at least one backup.
Yeah, just
one backup is enough.
Exactly.
2 for example, there's this like spray sunscreen spray that they don't sell here. So I have 2.
Right,
you know, some things make sense, but
other
others
things,
no.
Yeah, no, we don't need that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I've done my best to declutter.
You have. Yeah. I had not put mine, but mine was kind
Give us any. Yeah.
All right, fine. So one of my intentions was healthy eating. Focus on my gut health and get back to working out. Oh, I guess because I'd broken my leg.
You definitely have gone back to working out.
Yes, I've gone to working out.
You have been doing healthy eating. In fact, even the low sugar, and even when you've gone back to eating sugar, I've noticed you don't. It's not how you are. No, I'm way more
conscious about it, especially because of my energy levels. I actually saw the difference of like how more stable my sugar levels were when I wasn't having sugar, and I really like that.
Yeah,
staying alcohol free. That one just feels like now that's it. For me, I think drinking my nutrients.
No, even the focusing on your gut health, I don't feel like
you
have.
None.
Why don't
to be honest, even
by...
eating, I have not been intentional at all.
No, but it's just the sugar thing, and I feel like that one has been a significant thing.
Yeah.
But actually, from an outsider looking in. At least for your breakfast, because that's what you normally mostly post.
That's
I'm
the
like,
most
you eat
thing.
healthy. You're a healthy eater generally.
In the morning, what I eat is extremely important to me. So but generally speaking, I am like in the grand scheme, I eat pretty well.
Yeah.
But now being like more conscious to be like, okay, what are the nutrients in this? Can I have more
So is that really important to you? Do you want to take that into next year, the gut health thing?
I really do.
Yeah?
I really do. Your gut health really affects your mental health. And also, I just feel like for the love of my body, like I can't just ignore, like, oh, this is just, I just can't be able to do this. I just need to discipline myself. And actually, sometimes it can be very difficult if you haven't really aligned like food to your wellness. Because one of the things that I said is that I have a disconnect between what I'm eating and what's going on in my body, right? I don't see it as intertwined enough because usually it's about weight. When now that's removed, it's like you've got to make it about something else. So now I'm trying to think about it from an energy perspective, like on a digestion perspective.
How
like,
do I feel in
how
my
do
stomach?
I feel inside?
Like,
how do I feel when I eat this thing? Like, you know, like I want to connect a bit more. And knowledge, by the way, has stages. So like I'm now in that stage where I know, but I'm having to think about it. So I'm just working on it to try and make it a habit so that it can be automatic. And it takes time.
Exactly.
So that's
but at least you're not coming from like she's an unhealthy eater to now whatever. It's just like she eats ordinary. But just not whatever. Yeah, we've been really consistent with working out this year. And I'm really, I mean, yay, fantastic. I love that.
If you guys remember, Murugi was like, this is her last Fat, yeah.
Guys, I have lost I don't even know how much I've lost by the time you're watching this episode, but I started this year at 117 kgs. And as we are shooting this now, I'm at 93, which is a whole 24 difference. So the goal I had put is like to be in the 80s. So I'm hoping by the time this episode is up, maybe I am in
you're
the
at
80s.
93?
So I just need to lose
a
like
month
4
and
more.
a half.
Yeah, to lose 4 more
Definitely.
to just get into the 80s.
You're definitely going to do that.
I know.
I am so impressed. Sometimes, like, I don't want to bombard you with like, oh my God, but I just cannot tell you how amazing it is for me to see you conquering this.
Thank
you. I know what it is for you.
Because you know how much it means to me.
I know how much it means for you, and I know what a hurdle it's been. So the two, like the other day when she went to Charlie Island with Zach, and every time you posted, I could see like the definition of her legs, like her muscles were coming out, and I know what that feels for you. Like I was just watching them, like,
my girl.
Look at her.
Yeah, and you've played a huge role in that. Like just seeing you be consistent at the gym, you've shown me that sometimes it's not about intensity. It's like you don't say you're gonna go 5 times a week. Just
even though you're going
3.
5.
Even though you're going 5, exactly. But say that 3, so that you don't feel like, oh my God, I have to do the most for me to. No, just
3
like
is
the
our
3
minimum,
is already at least minimum. Is like you're doing something. You know, so that has been really helpful. Actually, seeing that and like knowing that like we are doing it together.
And
you know,
let me tell you, she always posts this, are you working out today thing. Oh my God. The day you're not working out, especially you should be. Oh, I'm just like, can you shut up? Can you just leave us alone? You have been so consistent. And Joe, for me, I know you've conquered it.
Thank you so much.
I just know.
Thank you so much.
You guys can't feel it as well? Yes, you can.
Thank you. I can't wait to see what the next year holds for me. I feel like in my mind now, it's starting to feel more like it's less about the weight. Like it's great the weight is coming off, but more about like I feel good. Like I'm able to do things in the gym that I couldn't do before, like a basic ass burpee. Yeah. Or like a deep squat or like I don't know, a push-up kind of thing. It's just like I love the fact that I feel like I have control over my body. I can move it the way I want to. I feel stronger. I feel energetic. And yeah, it's been a really great year. I thank God for F45 because that's my gym and I love him.
Yeah.
I love him so much. I had said that I wanted to be able to do 1 full push-up by the end of the year. I still can't. Can you do push-ups? Like proper push-up?
I don't know. Can I try?
Yeah.
Okay, let me try.
Okay. For those who can't see.
I think it's half. I'm so sorry. None of you can see.
Yeah, none of them can see. But I'll tell you.
Oh my God. I need to go all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh. There you go. Come up. You can. Look at you.
Oh my God, that's the first time I've tested that.
You've never done a push-up?
I couldn't.
Oh, really?
It was also my target. I just couldn't do it.
Wow, look at you.
That's
strong
the first time I've ever done it.
Yeah, I have never done like a proper push-up. I usually do them on my knees or
same,
like
or like half
or I go flat
on the wall or
that's
something.
The thing, yeah.
That's the first time I found out that I could.
Look now, if she can do it, I can, and I'm going to keep pushing. That one is moving to also my intentions list for next year.
I had said diversify my movement. I have not.
No, I would say you have.
How? What have I done?
Now, you see, before you weren't doing dojo, right? So it was just like mostly one kind of working out with that guy who used to work out with. Now you do boxing, you've done whatever you do, strength.
Just gym.
Yeah, so it's gym, but it's like different things in gym. There's like the cardio-ish one, strength,
yeah,
boxing.
So I do like Monday strength, Tuesday off, Wednesday boxing, Thursday strength, and then Friday Pilates. Like that's the perfect routine for me. Yeah,
there you go.
When I can be consistent. Okay,
you have kind of diversified.
More walking. Actually, what I'm gonna do for 2024 is more walking.
Right. Okay. Fine.
We do not walk, Joe. We do not walk.
Me, I tried. Yeah, no, I haven't tried. But I would love also more walking. In fact, my coach is always saying, if now I add walking to whatever, it's like just when you're on a call or when you're listening to a podcast or something, just walk. And Lord knows we have the time to walk, girl. We do. Yeah.
Yeah, more walking.
Do we need to just like, maybe next year when we are doing our intentions episode, we can be like, this is how we're going to do it. So in things like wealth, I had said I wanted to invest in another piece of land close to Nairobi, which I have, which is the land that I'm building my mom a house on, and I'm really excited about that. It was really important for me to do that before the end of the year, and I'm so glad that I did. Yeah, so glad that I did.
I'm so excited for that journey. Yeah,
I'm so excited about that.
To see you go through that experience.
It's so good.
You know, she's also our collective mom, so we too are building.
You're also building, and thank you guys. Nikki, nini, what do you call it? Mchanga.
Yeah.
I expect to see.
I would definitely
number.
changa.
Thank you, fine. Thank you
for
so
sure.
much. I appreciate you so much.
For the wealth perspective, I had said focus on financial literacy, which I have.
You definitely have, yeah.
For sure. I started this year doing just Ivy's how to become a dollar millionaire course, and then from there, first of all the uncomfortable conversations I was afraid of having, whether it was first of all stocks, bonds. Oh my God, those two words used to literally give me diarrhea.
As
Why?
they're giving me now. They're giving you yes. Stocks, bonds.
Do this course. It just puts you in the situation where like all these words that feel like too scary, and we don't like not knowing.
Yeah,
exactly. So the discomfort of not knowing was definitely there, but coming out of it, I was just like, I have this idea of like, super wealth, like a lot of wealth. I want to have it, but it's like I'm not creating habits that are consistent to believing that it's me who's bringing it to me. It's like maybe someone who's gonna come and one day you'll be a billionaire. Like for example, you like you're working, but is the working you're doing or how you're managing your money gearing towards you being as wealthy as you want to be? So those are the kind of the habits that I started thinking about, and I started looking at money very, very differently after that course. I have a wealth manager now, and let me tell you, every time I get a lump sum money, she messages me. She's like, "Oh, hi, Lyd, when can we do a catch up?" She just knows.
She knows.
Literally, like 2 days ago, I was like, "How do you know? How do you know?" Because she does not believe in me keeping money in my bank account, and she knows that's how that's when I feel like I have the money. Money that's somewhere in saving, investing doesn't feel like it's money.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like it's
if
mine.
I don't have access to it to use it right now,
it doesn't feel like it's mine.
And I remember Chris Njoki saying that I think in her interview of Financially Incorrect, she was like she only keeps like 50K in her current account.
That's exactly what my wealth manager wants.
Nope.
Yeah, it's so difficult to be honest.
Really
but
hard.
like when we go there, she's just like, "No, we've planned for all of these other things. This can go straight." And I just do it, and I'm left with something like 40,000, and I'm like,
"Wow, you're poor."
Poverty, yes. God. And I'm just like, what do you mean? What if an emergency that needs 500,000?
Exactly. Where are you taking my money
from? Yeah.
Oh.
But that's what she believes. So if you're going to give her a call, Joe, you're gonna need to.
Yeah. Did you send me the number? You didn't.
I did.
I don't
Kitambo.
think so.
Anyway,
okay, yeah, maybe I lost it. Anyway, you'll send me again. Yeah.
But that's something that she doesn't. She's like, wealth is no money in the bank. She's like, no, it's not. And what Ivy told us when she was here, she was like, sometimes she doesn't have cash. She's not liquid at all.
You see, that's something I struggle with. The concept of wealth is not me. Like if it's not here, like if I can't withdraw it and hold it in my hands, this is my.
No, I've really now learned to just have money. And guess what? You never need the one that's gone. Ever. I've never once needed money from where I've put savings. Never.
Actually, you're so right.
You're fine. And also because like money still, it keeps coming.
Yeah.
You're always fine.
Actually,
it's
you're
a
so
mentality.
Right. Yeah, you're so right. Whenever I say, okay, fine, I've gotten a check, like now because I've been saving for my mom's building, every time I get a check, I put half automatically towards that account. And it's just like, wow. So before I was just taking all the money here. And the thing is that money which is in your account, it has nothing to do, you will find a way to spend it. You'll find a way to spend it, definitely. Yeah. No. One of my intentions was also to like save intentionally and spend intentionally, and I feel like I have been definitely doing that. Ooh, I've been saving.
I've been earning intentionally. I've been saving intentionally, but I've still been spending. Like not very intentionally.
Lydia spends literally like she's an heiress. Like
what are you talking
the daughter
about?
Of an Arab.
Like
prince.
What?
You don't even ask the prices of things. You're just like, yeah, get me that. It could be 30,000. She'll be like, yeah, I mean, but I need it. So
has it ever been 30,000?
It has.
Like what?
How much was the makeup you needed to buy the other time?
Yes.
Exactly.
But I needed
she didn't even bat an eyelid. She was just like, yeah, I mean, these are the things Sally told me to get. I'm getting them. I was like, had you budgeted for that? Was that in your plan for the month? Is that something that do you...
But you see...
Have you even checked other places? Could it be available cheaper other places? She doesn't care. She's already told this is the one place she's going to get them.
Yeah, so I don't do that. It's like, this is where and this is it. But here's the thing, that was something I needed. It has boosted my confidence. I was able to be out there with like all these other influencers doing my makeup amazing. That value
it
is
was
priceless.
worth it in terms of like the prettiness. It was definitely
It
worth
definitely
it.
was it.
Yeah, but we could do better with spending.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm still spending like in a way that's
Yeah.
like a bit wild, but at least we're saving, guys.
This month, October, as we're shooting this, I have actually been intentionally tracking my spending the whole month. It actually has been super tiring. I am looking forward to not doing it next month because I don't think I can do it 2 months in a row.
Yeah.
Like ideally we should be spending in like a way which is like you already planned for this, so it's easy. But when you realize how many small two things, like 100 bob parking here, sent money for this one, oh Joe, please send me a cake or whatever, you've like there are so many things.
So what you're saying is let's stop tracking because it's showing us all of the ways that we are overspending.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
This is the one who's saying I spend like an heiress.
But, however, at least now I have that information and I'm going to go to the wealth manager with this. Like, this is what I've made in a month. This is what I've spent in a month. Please show me where my loopholes are. That's what I really want to see.
You already know your number one loophole.
Lydia, keep quiet. Is this your podcast? Have you come here to yap?
Yeah, she already knows. Yeah, that spending part, like actually what my wealth manager says is like, Lydia, I don't want you to stop having the life that you are. I want the amount of money you spend every month to stay exactly the same.
Yeah.
I just want us to make enough, which like now here we are. So it's like I want you to make enough that it's not an issue.
Right.
And now of course I've been working really hard. So now we've already reached the goal.
And I work like a dog
day and
night.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fine. So next year we are moving the intentional spending into next year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's definitely
intentional spending. Okay.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Thank you. So speaking of like what's my biggest loophole? One of my biggest loopholes has been black tax, and one of my intentions was to standardize the support that I was giving to family members in terms of black tax. I haven't done that.
That's okay. That's fine.
But
I have.
Oh yeah, Lydia has, by the way.
Yeah. And this was my wealth manager. We put a cap on this is the amount I spend on black tax every single month. Done. Yeah. And I have.
Do you send it in advance or that's just like if things come up, it just can't pass this amount?
There's no things that are coming up. These are my responsibility in this home. I send this amount per month and that's it.
Someone has been arrested and we need to pay their bail.
That's not. That doesn't sound like a responsibility of mine.
We are all changaing.
Good for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't. Like those little things, I cannot be the person who you're coming to. If like maybe something like really honestly an emergency comes on and it's like, I don't know, someone is sick. Tell me something like that. Someone is sick.
Yes.
Yeah, like my shoshu was sick in July and like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
My dad was sick this year. He was. I even forgotten that happened.
It's true. My shoshu had a stroke and like she can't talk. She doesn't eat on her own. My shoshu from my dad's side. Because last time I said that, everyone thought it was the other shoshu. Yeah. Anyway,
our shoshu.
Our shoshu. My other shoshu, and it's never been the same. But last Christmas we had such an amazing Christmas. She called all of us and it was amazing.
I remember.
And she called all of us. Maybe she knew. She knew that was the last Christmas that she was going to be herself. So, yeah, so things like that come and happen. And actually, when I went away, I was able to draw some boundaries around all of that, actually. And now I was able to standardize, okay, so this is how much I'm going to be sending every single month. And that's what I do, period. Yeah,
I have like mentally in my budget, not even mentally, physically in my budget, what I have already written down. It's just that I haven't communicated that in terms like to the family
and that's
members.
Okay. That's a lot.
Yeah,
like you're shifting a dynamic in a really intense way. Yeah. So it makes sense that you want to do it like gently, especially when it's family members who you love. It's not like you don't want to do any of this. You just want to have healthy boundaries. So yeah, I've been able to do that, but it's having someone in my ear, like my wealth manager telling me, okay, we want to achieve this, but can we keep doing this? Yeah, I've been able to do it. But also, funny enough, this year I've taken on more. So
you've been able to take on more because of the boundaries.
Yeah, I've been able to take on more because of the boundaries. Actually, when you think about it, throughout the month, when you keep sending, now when like big things come, it feels like it's exhausting. But when you plan in a way, I've been able to do great. I actually wanted to be someone who is like helpful in my family. I'm supporting my a cousin of mine through school. Like that's something which I can feel like I'm tangibly changing someone's life. This is more about upkeeping you. This is like something that's going to help you in your life, and I feel very blessed to be able to do that. But now when that blessing starts to feel like the boundaries are blurred, it's not helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna work on that. That one is going into next year's intentions
Cool.
as well. Yeah, I had said I had a nini on home and family. Cook dinner at least once a week. That has not happened, but I have cooked more. Yes, I definitely have cooked more this year. I had said move to doing wholesale shopping for 3 months at a time. I have not done any wholesale shopping this year, even once. Yes. Okay, here's one. Church weekly. We've definitely increased the number of times we go to church this year. I think last year we had really struggled, but I think because Zach wasn't around, so it was just like a lot. But this year we've really tried in terms of like going to church. Yeah. So that's been really nice.
Okay, those are good. For me, there was friendships. Maintain the friendships that you have. I've done that. In fact, I would say I've excelled.
I would say so too.
Thank you.
Some of us even got promoted. We started this year as a friend. Now we've ended it as best friend.
I think it was just like saying it.
And that's important. Sometimes saying it, it's just like
right.
your man saying, "Just this is my girl, this is my girlfriend," versus she's my friend.
You're right.
Thank you.
This is true.
It's really this year has not been all bad.
Yeah.
It's actually been quite nice.
She's been my best friend for a while, if we're all honest, guys.
It's been a really good year.
Another thing I had said was purposeful content. I wanted to do more speaking. I have actually done more speaking, and more is coming up next year. I've realized like that's the thing I really love. I love I love offering my POV or like my POV. And actually when I go there speaking, I learn a lot. There was I spoke at the God, I can't remember what the summit was called, the Heart Summit. And Bien was one of the speakers, and in it is where he said that trolling is like it's mob justice for the mind. And that has really stuck with me. So when now, like, if there's a trolling situation, I'm like, how am I exposing myself to this mob justice? How am I taking myself where I'm being lynched to expose myself to it? Because if they're trolling me and I'm not there, it doesn't affect. It's only for the mind. And my mind is mine to control. It's me to draw the boundaries on what I expose myself to. So it's kept me really keen on like, am I really giving myself to people to give me a lashing in public? Yeah.
Actually, I love that. Oh, that is so useful.
Yeah, you see, I learned so much when I go speaking events because other people are speaking and so you learn so much. Things. Yeah, I love that. Is really smart and he's very emotionally intelligent.
He is. He's extremely and very emotionally aware as well. Guys, this year we had our first MC gig as TMI.
We did.
We did. Insert pictures here. Wow, all these pictures. I love the editing.
Editing is
throwing
like,
at the screen.
Spin. Yeah, that was really exciting. And that's something we want to do more of.
We definitely
call us.
If you want really great
event.
MCs, for your event. That was really fun. It was so nice to do that with you because I've never been to an event where you're actually MCing. So like seeing you, because usually it's like we're here.
Yeah.
At looking at the camera.
I guess even you as well.
Yeah.
But I guess because I see you with a mic, it just feels like, okay, this feels like it makes sense.
It feels like it makes sense, but it was so nice
my
just
dress
do it
tour.
With you. That was crazy.
My zip broke and but you know, we carried on.
We moved. Somebody had to sacrifice their jacket and we
it was
continued.
Nancy. Thank you.
And thank God she came with the jacket. Imagine angekuja na moja.
There's someone from the client's team had given it to me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So girlhood is everywhere.
It works out
everywhere.
Exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much to Oreo
also
and Coca-Cola
the TMI
for giving us
3 live experience was one of the best things that's ever happened.
Literally.
Bien.
I still sometimes like now when I was scrolling down to look for what number and I look at the pictures, I'm like, hey, who's event?
It's ours.
That
600 people.
God.
And the energy in that room, let me tell you, in between us, actually someone told us that the energy in the room and the way the in-betweeners are is such a reflection of who we are. So it's actually
what a compliment.
V told me was like when she went there, like she found some people like they were just like, no, sit with us. It's such a friendly, sistery, connected community.
I love it.
And the charge, like the hype in that room. Oh my God, you guys make us so proud. And you know, like when we are having someone like Bien, obviously we've got to be like, it's gonna be amazing. Like give him reason to come and do something like this.
Exactly.
And you guys outdid yourself.
Phenomenal. He even told us afterwards, he was just like, wow, you guys have literally an army.
The energy in the room.
Those pictures,
unbelievable.
The energy you see when you look at those pictures is like now multiply times 1,000 is how it was to be in that room.
It was fantastic.
Actually, at some point, I remember just being there dancing and just thinking like,
what is
happening? What is my life?
what is this? And that's when actually when I was
Really
saying, like,
good, yeah.
imagine this something as beautiful as this.
Yeah.
I'm going to categorize it as waiting. This was my waiting period.
Tell us more about that.
Imagine.
Tell us more about
How sad would that be?
Yeah, oh my God.
Imagine. Like, I'll look back in my life and all of these beautiful experiences, I would have
waiting.
felt like
I was just waiting. Like, here's God throwing blessings
everything,
at you.
blessings,
Lydia, take
blessings,
this. Lydia, here's
blessings,
this idea.
opportunities,
Work on this. Money. Yeah, but I'm waiting.
Yeah, it's my waiting season. God, make it work. Oh my God, that's so sad.
He's like, Lydia,
so
what?
That's
I am
so
making
sad.
it work.
Oh my God, he's making it
He's
more than
working
work.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a really amazing experience.
Woo! Yeah, that was really great. Thank you guys. And thank you to everyone who came. One of the things that I said here with work at the beginning of this year, a stabilize wild team in terms of strategy, social media strategy, and incomes. That did not happen. However, the beginning of this year, I had really started a journey of like trying to like solidify a few things with Wild. At that time, I hadn't yet made the decision to close it, but I think already at that point, at the beginning of the year, I was already feeling like
closing Wild.
Yeah, as we said at the time Wild was closing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we talked about it. That was in July or something. I don't know. Yeah, but at the beginning of the year, I had already been feeling just like a hesitation. Like I remember when Wild had been, now we had closed for the holidays, right? And when we were about to open, I was just like, I wasn't feeling like, oh, yay. You see how like when we start our TMI for the year, so I already know I had already felt that. And I'm glad that this year I'm being able to look back and be like, I made a decision that was right for me at that time. And I'm really, really happy about that.
Every time I drive past the first location of Wild, I'll just never forget it.
I know,
it will always
I too
feel like Wild. It will always feel like Wild. But honestly, it makes sense.
Yeah.
This was something that was for joy. Now it's just feeling more stress than joy.
And there it is.
And also it frees up your time for you to be able to do other things that feel more committal and also maybe bring you a lot more joy.
Exactly. Yeah. And I'm really happy about that.
So my business, Kagi Wellness, let me tell you, I have seen wonders. So first of all, it started with when my guka died, right? Because now everything kind of slowed down, including my experience and my existence in my business. And my cousin helps me with my business. So it's like both of us were kind of going through this same thing. So it's like I was like, let me just slow this down. I'll prioritize when I do. Then, as I said, after April to July was like this kind of period of like trying to bring everything up. Then I traveled, and actually I made the decision in August. I was like, I'm going to take a pause, but hopefully by the time you're watching this, it's already back, because I said I want to come back in November because I have products that I want to release. I still have so much love for what Kagi is, because I want it to be like a practical expression of what I already do, which is just like do affirmations, journal, take care of your mental health. But here are these products that help you do that.
Yes.
So I really want to still continue on, but other things have happened beyond what I'm able to talk about that also made it so difficult for me to kind of bring it back earlier. But we're back in November, I already know.
Yay! How exciting! How exciting! Kage, I feel like occupies such a unique space because I don't feel like there's any other business that I can say in my head. Like I know there's other wellness pages and businesses which sell like wellness things, but like none which is as, I don't know if I can say, seems as authentic. Others, it just feels like someone is capitalizing just on the fact that, people are into wellness, let's give them a wellness thing. But yours just feels like you genuinely are just like connecting with people.
I'm about wellness
exactly.
So much.
So it's just like it feels so aligned with what you do. And I know that amazing things are going to come from it, for sure.
Amen. But and actually, funny enough, I had said the first year of Kagi, I didn't want to give her pressure. I wanted for her to lead me as far as what she wanted to be. And it's a big thing. Like businesses that are your bread and butter are going to feel very different than the ones that are not. But also it's like sometimes your commitment can be a bit tricky from that perspective as well. But because of that, I just kind of have had a bit more ease into it. And when I started feeling really stressed, I was like, this is something I really love. Let me take a pause and come back when I have way more energy.
Exactly. You actually have the mental capacity to deal with it.
Yeah.
Speaking of mental health and wellness and whatnot, I've been consistent with therapy this year. One of the things, one of the intentions I had written here is like getting into therapy with Zach, which we did manage to do this year, and it's been amazing. I'd said we were going to do once a month, which initially when we started we did do once a month, but now it's like more like once every 2 to 3 months. But I love the fact that we're in the space where it's just like, this is an option for us. This is something that we do. This is something that we can do. This is something we can plug into. And that has been like really made such a change in our marriage.
And now the peace. Those two things are not
They
separate.
definitely
They're
not separate. I definitely feel like we've been so in touch this year, and it's been really nice, just like reconnecting after the year that we had last year. It's been
that year.
Yeah, last year was crazy.
Also, what I feel like has come to the surface for me anyway, watching your friendship, is your friendship. Yeah. I feel like you guys just seem so much like friends. You know,
it's like we're having
just
fun
enjoying
and just
each other's space and just that's my buddy. I've seen a lot more of that in your relationship.
I also graduated from my own personal therapy. Remember, I was doing like
Yes, you did.
I did graduate, and now we reached a place where it's like, okay, now we don't need to do it like all the time. So we went to once a month, but then now I went through some things, and now we graduated back to like twice a month, which is okay. Exactly.
Twice a month. Me too.
Twice a month is feeling, it's feeling good amount of support.
Because like you don't, like a whole month, sometimes you even forget what happened in the beginning of the month.
Right,
so 2 weeks feels like the sweet spot, because now what weekly as well feels like too much. So therapy has also been a big part of since my Guka path. I've been in therapy twice a week. It's only when I was in Eurosummer that I skipped it, because even her, my therapist, apparently has a life.
She traveled.
She too was traveling. So we didn't have for that month, but every other month I've been super consistent, and it's just anchored me through so much.
Guys, if you've never felt like therapy is for you, I hope just by even watching us or listening to us, you can see definitely a change in our lives as we have continued to do therapy. I hope. That is my hope and my prayer.
It's true.
I think those are most of them for
me. Also dating. So dating has been really, what's the word? Interesting. So
that's the word.
There was a time this year when I was feeling connected to someone like deeper than I've felt connected to anybody. So, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh
yeah. Anyway,
R.I.P. to that relationship.
R.I.P. to that one. But I honestly, I felt really good to be excited about someone again. That felt so nice to kind of daydream and think, you know, like all those little silly things you do as a girl, like in those times when you are like unraveling with someone. That felt really good. Now, when that didn't work out, I was like, I need to take a pause. Like maybe that was like from June, then maybe 3 or so months. And then now when all this fun energy came, we just continued.
Now she's in her super fun energy.
Now I'm in my super fun energy. I'm taking things lightly. I know what I want so much in a relationship. I am doing my best. Actually, I am 100% putting my energy towards men who are emotionally available, so that I can get used to that being the dynamic, you know? Right. Men who just are, they're just sure of you.
Are you open to dating any king-betweeners?
Yeah, I am. I'm open to dating a king-betweener, but you know, king-betweener, you gotta be this. You've gotta be this tall to ride this ride.
You gotta be a tree. You better be a mahogany tree.
African baobab. That's what we're looking for.
From the sidelines, let me give my assessment from the sidelines. For me, it has been actually so interesting to watch Lydia date, because like, first of all, I don't remember ever a period in my life where I dated the way you're dating, like so intentionally, and like you're there, you're thinking there's this, there's what, there's no. Me, I've always been the kind of person, like I meet this guy, I've started talking to this guy today, I've already blocked the others. That's the kind of person.
And I've been like that as well until this year.
Right. Yeah. So it's so nice and like really interesting to just like watch and see. But also I feel like when now something is working out, then it doesn't work out, I'm just like, fuck, man. I feel heartbroken myself.
You do? Yeah. Funny enough, that's not the way I see it. I see it like I'm smart enough to spot what doesn't work. Because part of finding what works and what is for you is spotting what isn't.
Yeah.
And so you've got, like, every time I'm sharp enough, especially when I'm into someone and I'm still like,
you can be able to.
Funny.
Yeah.
I that makes me so proud, because the natural thing is to just be like, no, let's make this work. Let's just sit in this twirl, in this mud, and just like figure no. No.
That's not like that at all. Of course, there are some, decisions that Lydia has made or makes that I don't necessarily agree with, and of course, I make my voice known. I make my opinion
you know what, guys,
known.
If you knew what she was disagreeing with, oh my God.
I speak out, but if someone doesn't want to listen to me, I'm married with 3 kids and people are not listening to me, but
no. No, if you knew what she was disagreeing with, guys, you would be shocked.
Nah,
I promise
would they
you,
be shocked?
you will be on my
Would
side.
Would they
Yes,
be on your side? I know
would.
in between us pretty well.
No.
I know them. They are very open-minded.
100%
Very
be on my side.
No,
I guarantee it, guys.
Remind us
She's
about this 5
insane.
years from now, and then maybe we'll be able to
might
tell
be able
you.
to
Maybe the statute. What is it called?
Statute
the
of
limits
limitations.
exactly will have expired,
Maybe,
and now we'll be
but
able to
no.
say, yeah.
In between us, trust me.
I need you to trust me.
No,
in between us, I need you to trust me. That me, I'm the one who
trust.
knows.
No, it's me. It's
Anyway,
me who knows.
Sasa, because it's her heart, she's the one who endo kusema. So I mean, we have to like. Listen
I
to what
actually
she's
can't believe this is what you're saying,
because this,
I can't.
I can't believe that you're making this decision. You're ending it for us. For us. Anyway, what can we do?
Do you know what?
Let's
sometimes
wait.
your best friend is your
25.
biggest op. You don't know. You're looking there, out there in the bushes. She's right here.
I know. But the other day, actually, I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm trying to imagine, like, what kind of person Lydia is going to be when now, if or when she meets somebody and, like, now you're in a committed relationship again. I'm just like, I wonder, because you see, at the point at which our friendship was really blooming and blossoming, that's when now your last relationship was also kind of like, so it's like, I don't know if I know, like, deep friendship with you when you're in a relationship. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
it's just less energy. That's
Yeah,
it.
oh,
Less all this, like all the do.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's
Things are just a bit more.
Oh, because it's
calmer.
him who's like, you're just mostly.
Yeah.
It's him you're
things are just-
disturbing.
yeah, it's just a bit calmer. That's all. That's all I can tell.
Okay.
But anyway, my whole thing is like, first of all, somebody had asked me actually in a Q&A, am I planning on being married or having kids soon? Let me tell you guys honestly, I have released that as a part of like, it must be done now, because the truth is, I actually can't rush it. I know I'm not able to settle for something that I know isn't right for me, and I can't force the right one to be here when he's not. So until the right one is here, I can't tell you when.
Even when someone asks a question like that, it's like, how do I know if I'm gonna meet someone?
You know how
like,
somebody's just like, like some people are just like, I want to be married or at this time or whatever. I would like to be pregnant at 35. Like in that 35, it's not.
But one, I was finishing
exactly,
next
but
year, but one.
But one.
So that means
so
you
around
need to miss
then.
the man next year latest. Oh no, actually, by the way, apparently it takes like less than 10 seconds to even make a baby. So no, you don't need to meet him next year.
Right. Anyway, that's what I had envisioned in my mind, like to be pregnant at 35. If that happens in like the circumstance at 35, it doesn't have to be by. No.
Oh, okay.
At 35. If that happens in the right circumstances, God is so good. If it doesn't happen, catch me on a flight.
Oh my gosh,
my
yeah,
God.
exactly. But like she said, she's not in her waiting season. She's enjoying her
No,
life.
no. I
She's
am
having
not
fun.
in any waiting season. I have released it.
Yeah.
God, take that one over. It's yours.
Exactly.
It was yours anyway. I'm sorry I was even
Trying
shanaying
to,
with you.
But you're taking intentional dating into 2025.
I am.
Yeah,
I am still. I think I'm actually dating smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's been outside. Like literally, she's where the men are. The men are where she is.
I definitely am.
She's putting in the work. I need you guys to know that our girl
Thank
is
you.
putting in the
Thank
work.
you.
She's doing what she can. Some of what she can. Yeah,
Thank
definitely.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. As of end of October.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
we don't
that's
know.
all, yeah.
Maybe
We
even
don't
by the airing of this episode, who knows what could have happened between now and then. It's so much.
I've already decided what my wish is. It's not consistent to yours, so move on.
Wow. Anyway, 2024, thank you. We are grateful that we have made it. You know, the people who started this year and they have not made it to the end of the year, we are grateful for life. I'm grateful for you.
So grateful.
I'm grateful for this podcast. I'm grateful for our friendship.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for everything we've been able to accomplish. I am looking forward to rest. I am looking forward to taking a break. Actually, I could actually, yeah.
And what we said is that after when we take the break when 23rd to after New Year's
for our own pages.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we said. Are you gonna manage 23rd? Yeah.
Oh wait, so even Christmas we're not posting. But are we coming back with a recap because that's gonna be more stressful, Lydia?
No. Why can't it be like a recap reel? Christmas season.
Can you do it?
I can. Can you? Can you?
I can.
Joe's word is not her bond. Don't let this fool you.
I was telling my sisters
nothing.
I was telling my sisters that they were like, literally Christmas Day last year, you were having us taking pictures for Coke. We were here with our. Do you remember that? Christmas Day. we need to be able to say no to the bag. Actually, Lydia just said in the room right now, we need to reduce our love for money and wealth now.
I think Zach disagreed. Did you disagree?
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, and we're gonna go with his.
But let's wait and see. That's the intention. 23rd.
My intention is to
like
leave on the
second
23rd.
week of January.
Yes, last time I had to come back because I had deliverable on 26th. But really, my intention was to go out off the whole way.
Oh my gosh,
so I would love to have like 23rd, have that entire time
season,
and not creating for a recap. I
Just
want that. I feel like I deserve that.
But can we listen? That not creating for a recap. Do you think we can? Can you do that?
You have a problem with that. I don't.
You naturally though take pictures and videos. Yeah.
Let me tell you, unless I'm intending to come. By the way, there's so many moments in my life recently I'm not even taking content around. No. I just want, actually, it's been feeling good to have some moments in my life that are just for me. And I really want to start growing into that, because somebody asked me, actually, like I talk about mental health on a platform that's really hard for people's mental health. And I've been thinking, how is that also applying to me? Like, what moments do I have that are just mine? Maybe 3 a year. No. Lovely. Some moments can just be for me, and then you learn to live for living, not for posting. Being consumed.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah.
Okay, we've agreed 23rd to that second week of January.
Yeah. We just take a break.
Exactly. We'll just take a break.
Who would we be?
It's gonna be amazing. Oh my God. I literally can't wait.
Yeah, but me, I delete Instagram when I take a break. I know that's too far for you. Yeah,
you don't even watch people's stories.
I'm done. When I get off Instagram, I delete
but it. But not TikTok?
Huh? No, not TikTok, because I'm not posting on TikTok, so I just consume it. It just feels like a very different energy.
I like catching up with people's lives. I love seeing what people are eating, what people are doing, how you spent your Christmas, who's your kid, and see if you can what your dad didn't come for Christmas, what's happening with the drama, what you're fighting with your man. I just know.
No, I don't.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually going to do it, Lydia. I promise.
I have no hope, but I will be behind you always.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. 2024. This has been a fantastic year. I would say it's a good year to look back on from so many perspectives. To be honest, it's the year I lost my gukai, and it will always be that. But it's also the year that I guess we somehow learned to live, even to live with the memories of who he was, as opposed to just like talking about his death. I feel like my family has been great. I feel like my friendships has been great. And this year is the best I've felt about who I am as a person, period.
I love that. I also feel like my life is getting better. The more the years go by, my life just gets better.
And that is a gift.
Yeah.
That is such a serious gift. And that's why age is not like a
scary. No, it's an amazing thing if you're doing the work. Because I feel like, I feel more in my body. I feel more present as a mom. I feel present as a wife. I feel happy. I feel at peace. I feel calm. I feel like this has been a pivotal year for us as Kenyans, also, like from just a societal, political point of view. Where are we going to
be by this time?
I don't even know. But it's been
are changing.
It's been a really, really like pivotal one. But for me, it's been amazing to see people really plug into what's happening with the government, what's happening with law, what's happening in parliament and whatever. Even people who like before would never have paid attention to such things. I feel like it kind of like that Mandamano season brought it like to the forefront. Like you had to be paying attention. You had to be participating in one way or another. And I feel like that kind of like made all of us a bit more patriotic in one way or another.
And more together. They were really strong. So that's actually why I went to protest. Because I felt like that togetherness is so important and impactful to even how other people feel about what's going on.
Exactly.
There's also an element that feels like, damn, there's still so much.
Right. Absolutely.
There's an exhaustion about it that's just like literally after Mandamano, an impeachment of your deep.
This year has been so much. Like literally, it's been a movie. Kenya has been a movie this year.
It has been a movie. So there's like sometimes it just feels like it's a lot. It's a lot. But do you know what? We can only take one day at a time, 1 month at a time, 1 year at a time. And 2024, we've done it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. We hope that TMI has continued to be something that's a part of your life, something that you enjoy, something that you feel connected to. And I guess since you're coming back, we trust that it has. So thank you so much for being the most incredible community we can ever
have imagined, guys. And Merry Christmas, because we are not seeing them after this. Merry Christmas, Lydia.
Happy
Merry
New Year.
Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas,
it's October.
Everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ho, 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 ho. and a happy new year. So we are going to see you guys next year, Feb, and we love you so much. Thank you. In fact, while we are going, go and rewatch the old episodes, because there's some things maybe you guys have not yet learned. Go and rewatch some of the episodes we've done this year, so that you can just refresh.
Yeah, last year there was a Christmas one for sisters. Maybe you can rewatch that.
I want to rewatch that.
Exactly. You can rewatch some of our December episodes, because now we don't usually post on December. So maybe try and do that one. We love you so much, guys. And we'll see you in 2025. Bye.